What's good, family? Just wanted to show you this quick trade that we caught off EURAUD today based on our AI system. Okay, so EURAUD was called on the 30-minute bat pattern. Okay, as you can see here today on the 18th. So looking at this, again, we had our entry point through here. Okay, you can see the entry, you can see our two TP targets. Okay, so looking at this trade, again, we call a lot of signals on this, but we always do our cross confirmations just to make sure. Okay, so initially, I was looking at Euro AED from this point here, just wanting to get a bigger intraday slash swing trade into this IPA area through here. Okay, but understanding that the market is always adapting and the market is always moving. So we always see what's the market structure and what's the situation that we can actually encounter and then take trades in various other areas. Okay, as much as we want this trade here, which will be a banger of a trade, the market is always adapting. So we see other opportunities and then we snipe them. Okay, so I'll switch down to the time frames. I'll go down to 1 hour firstly, so you can see the structure through here. Okay, so again, just understanding we broke these highs, okay, change of character, and we come back into this order demand area. Okay, so when I started seeing this, I was thinking something's going on over here. This could potentially be our blocker to actually not allow us to come further down. So I was looking at this and I was like, let me zoom in once more. And obviously, as you can see with Manara, we already called out the 30-minute entry. So I said, let me just check it out, what this 30-minute is doing. So I was looking at this area, I was like, decent candle, Asia session though. I wouldn't really like to take a trade within the Asia session range. I'd like to see it broken first. Looking at this as well, I was like, this is also within the Asia session range, but let me see what happens. So I just marked out this candle specifically because we've had this down candle in the Asia session range, and then we've got this at the middle, which allows a breakout to actually happen. So looking at that, I was like, this candle here could potentially be interesting. And on top of that, Manara called an entry in and around that area also. So looking at that, I was just thinking, mark this out. And then we look at this area. So I was like, still not convinced, but I saw this bounce. And then I saw price starting to scoop up through here. This is when I dropped into the 15-minute time frame. And then I said, what's actually happening here? And what's the trade I can actually take? As soon as I see this down candle, it's already swept out Asia session low, which is one thing I like to see for my confirmation. I said it's swept the Asia session low. We've made an engulfing candle. We've left some IPAs or fair value, whatever you want to call it. We've left some fair value. I was like, this looks like a good trade I could take. And then from there, boom, you enter your trade. Okay, so again, if you're looking at the risk, you can at max 20 pips if you wanted to make it 20 pips, but you don't really need to. You can make it 10, make it 15, whatever you're wishing. Okay, I just like to put it under the candle. So it's about 14 pip stop. And then what's your target? Okay, what's your target? All you're targeting now, okay, is these new highs. Okay, these highs plus the Asia session range. Okay, and then we look to come back into our supply area on the 30-minute. And that's how simple this trade can be. Okay, Manara called it. I just simply looked at it just to double check. And you can see target 1 has been done, target 2 soon to be done, and then we'll be out of the market. So TP1 already, like I said, is done. I've moved my stops into profit, and then we move from there. Okay, another trade that unfortunately I didn't quite catch in time, and I believe there's GBP AED here. Yep. Okay, so you can see so far this trade has done. Okay, so it's done 100 pips for TP1, and then TP2 is 160 pips. Couldn't quite catch it. Okay, just wasn't ready for it at 8 o'clock this morning. Okay, and then it left without us. So you can see again, let's just go into our chart. Okay, let's go GBP AED. Okay, this one was another good trade. Actually marked it out, but just didn't catch it. Okay, so yeah, it happened a little bit too quick for me when I was getting ready this morning. Okay, so as you can see, again, similar to Euro AED, we had deeper areas that I was potentially looking at, but I didn't mark it up on this one. And I started paying attention to this close area here. Why? Why am I paying attention to this? Okay, so if you see my previous videos, we're always talking about that liquidity. Okay, it's always that liquidity void where we're thinking, if price gets snatched from there and we break structure, we already know we're in for a good time. Okay, once that liquidity has been taken and I see the break in structure, what I do now is literally take my fib from that low to this high. We see where the 88% lines up. I mean, talk about sniper entry, right? So we see where that lines up. Okay, our fib extensions. For TP1, or what we're always looking for is just the previous high here, and we see IPA through here. And then obviously you see our fib extensions also line up with this area of this supply candle. So I'm looking at these areas. Okay, but understanding we're on a 4 hour, I'm just thinking, what's the quickest and easiest route to make 100 plus pips? And as you can see, I just threw these areas through here. Okay, so let's just switch down to the time frame, something like we did with AED, Euro AED, sorry. Okay, I'll just delete these fibs to make the chart less messy. Okay, I identified this 1 hour supply. So this is the range that I need to be working with for now, because we've taken out 80 session low, but we haven't taken out 80 session high. Plus, as you saw with the fib extensions, we've got various price ranges and fair value gaps and IPAs that we need to take out. So you saw the H4 demands, looked at it in this area. And again, why do I like this? Similar to the other trade, I saw the Asia session low be taken in London. That's always a good sign. We had not one, but two Asia session ranges taken out. Once the Asia session low is taken out, to the downside, we usually target the upside. Okay, so you can see this morning, okay, from here, once the Asia session low was taken out, then 6 hours later, we've finally taken out the highs. And then we've done, what's the trade been so far? So again, in total about 100 pips and it's done. Okay, so now we're still waiting for that H1 supply. Again, you can see Manara called it out through here. Okay, the TP2 was just through here. So not too far, but TP1 done 100 pips, easy, clean entry. Okay, so again, I marked out this this on the H4, but again, on the H4, we can see that 1 hour candle through there. So once I knew it was in this area and also lined up with my 88%, again, you've got confidence to now enter that trade, put your stop loss somewhere around here, 20, 30 pips, wherever you're comfortable with. TP1's always targeting the previous highs, okay, which would have gave you 80 pips or so. Okay, TP2, okay, obviously this would be the best situation with this supply candle, or you can just target these IPA areas through here. Okay, but very, very solid trades. Okay, very, very solid trades that we've looked at through our AI system, taken, very clean, in and out, no stress. Okay, so I'll be posting more of these videos. If you do like it, I'll be posting more of them for sure, doing an analysis on it, and then show you exactly how our AI system actually picks out trades. But until next time, peace out.